and you just can't really give that over to Lions. Otherwise, you're probably having a losing 2v2 bot, and you're going to have to deal with it in the 5v5.
Absolutely agreed, but we do see the Akali as we expected there. It's likely that Aatrox isn't a jungle Aatrox, although it could be. The more rookie junglers across the world that I feel like have picked these champions the most, because it's a little bit more of a solo queue style where you do need to prioritize your own income more. But I think it's very powerful, so it rounds out the composition very nicely there with the Scion. The Karma comes through on the side of Ezreal Karma to try and make sure they have that bot lane prio to play around Drakes, which has been the MO for both of these teams when they found success. So the Raptors, knowing Nocturne isn't trying a cheese gank, I think that's part of why Dark Wings is willing to play so aggressive, is it's against a Nocturne, so usually it's just a full clear, but he's going for it. That's a flash.
In, does connect on the E, but he can't even take it. Darkwings is too far back. Who is getting some damage down, who he will survive. But again, a winning trade there for DSG. They win the skirmish round mid. They win that skirmish round bot as well. And they get access to the plants as there's an ult in from Castle. Impact's going to get interrupted on his ulti, getting incredibly low. Flashes out. Castle will not be able to finish him off. Sentinels, though, first here on the Grubs.
This could be a fight. Castle wants to go
moving
in.
over. DSG gonna go for it. In comes the ulti, in onto the Nico, but the Pop Blossom pretty good. The Fear does land. Nico's gonna get knocked down, but is that going to be enough? Flash away there from Lions on the side as Hombox trying to get something done. Big shockwave across 3, but not a lot of damage behind it. Sentinels just have no consistent DPS in this fight. It's Darkwings on, really just a catalyst.
That gank has such a low chance of success. As Calmy just gets some nice poke onto the Orianna.
Send the ultis in. He flashes out, but doesn't get the distance. And now Hombok's in trouble as well here. Good spell shield there from Kryra. As Calmy threatening, Hombok is going to go back in. There's the R2 forward. Hombok now pops the ulti. Who he's coming over, but Castle has arrived first. The Pop Blossom comes down, but it is too late. Rahel going to join the fight, but Who he's gone. Impact's in. Can Impact get a kill back? Looks like he might be able to finish off Calmy, but Calmy flashes away. Impact flashes to follow. Rahel getting some damage down. Castle could be in trouble. Kryra waiting around the edge. Nice follow-up there with the root. They get the shutdown. Now trying to flash out to safety, but he can't quite do it. Rahel in a lot of trouble. Kryra knocks him down. Lions has arrived, and Impact doesn't have the damage to finish them off. At the end of the day, DSG win out on the fight again. That Fear not breaking the tether hurts. Golden Glue definitely seeing the writing on the wall for this game as it's getting, and even his TP's on cooldown. Has the ulti though, which I assume is what you meant. Just be able to ult back to lane.
The role quest thing actually trolled me there.
Yeah, it does trick you sometimes. But we'll see as he's going to go for an ulti. But
got a minion to
Castle
help.
got out of the aggro of the tower, but in comes the Nico ultimate, trying to actually turn it around, but Castle just flashes out. Using that public execution plus, and when you look at the inventories of Castle, Kryra, and Calmy, and then you look at their counterparts, it's really sad. It is very, very hard for them to get anything done here as Rahel will Ghostblade and flash the wall to survive for now. But a nice bit of pressure there from DSG, and they're going to continue moving forward.
Was more lopsided of a win for DSG, but that's because Lion was trying desperation plays to get back in it. But this is kind of what League of Legends, as they might get Castle.
A nice little CC chain there as they use the point blank ulti and the deadly flourish to lock up Castle. Castle flashing back. Can he get out? The Q's come back up, but he's flash rooted by Who. Is he going to turn around and get a kill? And of course he is in the 1v3. Takes one with him. And now in comes the Jet as well as Kryra. The TP going to arrive here from Calmy, but Sentinels have backed it up. Castle, though, has 3 completed items here. He's monstrously strong, and he is on the side. Has been spotted. In goes Kryra, and they're just looking for the Jhin. The ulti, though, misses. The Pop Blossom counter engage, not too bad. Rahel trying to survive, but he's not going to be able to do it. Darkwings has to flash out. He has no health. Castle falls. Calmy is low, but it's Impact. Hombok trying to make a stand here, trying to get something done. They just don't have the damage. Hombok flashes in, does got one. Darkwing still there behind Impact. At the end of the day, though, it is +1 for DSG, as well as a big health advantage and the jungler staying alive. Sentinels fought valiantly there, but the gold lead remains 5K, and now Jhin gonna get spotted out, has the flash, has to use it. As soon as that came back up, it is just gone again.
I'm really curious how DSG will play out the rest of this game. Currently, they're sitting in a 1-3-1. Another
right here. Hombok could be in some trouble. The Fear tether is there. Castle ult over the wall. Shockwave does not get much done. Lions comes in, and they're going to lock down Hombok, who has no flash. Hombok fighting valiantly will fall to Castle. It's another kill from DSG. They have no hesitation on this as almost Calmy falls on the bot side to Impact, who narrowly does not take him down. The Seekers was not used, and Calmy survives, and they're going to go right back to the Baron now. There's no jungler here. Sentinels will spot it out. They have no choice but to contest.
Yeah, Akali's going to be able to teleport in. They might look for a flank engage from the Akali, but they have no ultimates other than Ezreal, so I think it's a little dangerous.
Yeah,
might play to finish.
Trying to look for an ulti. They're getting it low. Will they be able to finish it off? Pop Blossom across multiple members. So Jet goes out. They secure the Baron. Impact and Huhi in the middle of the pit. They're going to start falling here. Darkwings and Rahel trying to get some damage down, but they're being threatened on the side. And now Impact is just getting focused down by everyone. Flashes over the wall, tries to get out. Kryra going to ult into the backline. He's in onto Rahel. Rahel is feared up. Kryra can't quite finish him off. Now going to get shockwaved away. Rahel's still alive. Finally falls. Kryra doesn't even lose his GA as he heals back up with the passive auto. DSG crushing through this game.
Triumph procs coming in at just the right time, likely making this game out of reach. Generally speaking, a pretty risky strategy, but with Nocturne, able to pick their side.
Yep, going to be going in onto Darkwings, and he is just dead in a hurry. That is the difficulty of playing against that Nocturne in that mid lane. Joins the side lane very easily. Down on the bot side, you can see no one there to answer that wave. As Sentinels were trying to clear out mid, we're trying to respond to the dive top. DSG, though, make the dive cleanly happen. Kryra stays top now. They're going to lose all 3 towers in a hurry.
I mean, this is the best game I've seen DSG play. They're doing so much right, as we might just see him die.
Yeah, Castle
well,
does fall, but they triple inhib them at the same time, very likely. A little bit of help on that mid lane one. The Jhin ulti going to be opening up. Sentinels tried to force the fight here, as they are going to get a nice root. Good catch onto Sajet. He gets burst down. Lions falls as well. There's actually a timing window to maybe try to force Elder.
This could be Sentinels trying to pull the game back. They're just going to flip this Elder if they know it's good for him.
It's just, I don't know if they can kill it fast enough. Sajet has respawned. He's running out on the map. Going to try to just burst this down. We'll see if they can make it happen. In comes the engage. Kryra going into the backline onto Rahel. Kryra getting incredibly low, though. The Dragon getting pretty low here as well, as Darkwings is going to get knocked down by Call Me. Call Me as well as Castle just piling into the backline. Huhi is down. Darkwings is down. Sentinels are looking like they are toast. As insult to injury, Kryra even grabs the Elder. They're going to finish him off. They're going to clean up the game. DSG looking like they are marching on the Nexus and going to be able to take a lead here in this best-of-5 series. They will strike first, and they will strike really dominantly here as they knock him down 32 minutes in. Soul, Elder, Baron, 20-8 in the kill score. They did it all, and they made it look good.
They were really just fantasy point maxing. I think at the end of the day, that's a perfect way to pick up 5 extra kills at the Elder Drake. But game 1 of this best of 5 goes soundly in the favor of DSG. Spam chat to see who your player of the game is. Lounge, what do you think?